Hello, dear parents. Greetings from the Academy's management and staff. I, Mrs. Nuzhat Khan, the principal of Asminuddin Academy, welcomes you to this virtual platform of orientation. I pray that all our Anaites are doing good and have enjoyed their vacation in the best company of their beloved parents. It's really amazing how we connect today through this virtual platform. And I'm reminded of the words of Roosevelt, who said, "Do what you can with what you have and wherever you are." Today, in the times of this pandemic, it has become a mandate to embrace the new normal and move forward each day with a positive stride. A few months back, we at school were making preparations to address our parents for the new academic session. Who would have ever imagined that we would have to prepare for an online orientation with parents the way we are doing today? Well, COVID-19, the pandemic, has turned out our lives upside down. It's been a roller coaster ride for all of us, not just in India but across the globe. But our enthusiasm to reach our dear lovely students, have paved way into the virtual social world. We are here excited to send this message out to our Anna family. At Aspinuthan Academy, we want to provide quality education, and we believe in our traditions, our culture, and we also want to embrace futuristic education, which is our vision. It's time to reinforce our mission statement. At the Academy, we believe that children should be provided a learning environment where they will develop with these experiences. Change is a law of nature. Accepting the dynamic challenges of the New World Order is what our mission talks about. Schools are slated to delay the reopening physically, but then we can mitigate the impact of physical classroom and facilitate the continuity of education through interactive learning through an innovative channel. Let me say that this lockdown has actually opened doors to futuristic learning, where our young kids will learn using multiple intelligences, artificial intelligence, and virtual background. We shall start this academic year with a difference. Let us positively accept this as we excitedly look forward to meeting our little munchkins. The new academic session for our students for junior KG and senior KG will commence with the online teaching from 10th June 2020. From 10th June to 13th June 2020, online sessions will be conducted for only 20 minutes. The morning batch will start at 8:30 a.m. and end at 8:50 a.m. And the afternoon batch will start at 11 a.m. and end at 11:20 a.m. Further, from 15 June onwards, every day, Monday to Friday, there would be 3 sessions comprising of 20 minutes each during the weekdays. Let's look through the timings of each shift. Morning shift from 8:30 to 9:50 a.m. and afternoon shift 11 a.m. to 12:20 p.m. This is from 15 June onwards. Kindly note there will be 10 minutes break after each session so that students are not continuously watching the screen. The breaks given between the sessions can be utilized to visit the restroom, drink water, or maybe munch something. And most importantly, these breaks must teach the students to go and wash their hands. Pre-primary students must keep a water bottle with them to sip water even during the sessions. Let's take a preview of the timetable for the online transactions. The first session will focus on prayer, which is a key to socio-economic well-being, proceeding to ELP, that is English Language Program. The second session post-break will either be concept, math, or thematic. The third session post-break will either be story time, word of the day, object of the day, art and craft, game, or any other interesting activity. Weekly timetable for the same will be provided for your reference. School is all about socialization, spending quality time with classmates, and enjoying activities together. Online sessions at Aspinutan Academy are not just restricted to modules. We have carefully augmented and crafted the sessions where students can largely interact. Fridays are designed as fun days, where our tiny tots would be eating snacks with their friends. From July, we will begin our creative jam sessions, that is just a minute sessions. These sessions will give our students a platform to express their ideas on topics pre-assigned before the class. This opportunity will enhance the public speaking skills in kids, where they will boldly speak before a large audience, that is their classmates. There is more to live sessions for which you will be updated regularly. Our online curriculum has been designed to focus on active participation of learners with integration of mindfulness and interactive sessions with well-webbed curriculum. We have spaced out the sessions which allow children to take breaks from screen time. The time is restricted to a very short span as we consent with your concern about screen time, and we too as a school have time and again asked you to restrict screen time for the children's well-being. But these are unique times which has left us with no options. We would have gladly avoided online education if we knew for sure when the schools would reopen. Now with this being so uncertain, we have no option but to ensure that some kind of systematic learning takes place. This problem is not only limited to Aspinutan Academy or Mumbai, but this problem is being faced by the entire world, which is grappling with the situation. And this is the only solution for the schools all over the world. However, considering the researches, we purposely planned the sessions short so that the restricted screen time does not harm the child. As I always tell you, dear parents, the school and the home are synonyms, and we need to unite to work for the betterment of the child. We are trying our level best and have reworked our schedule. We request you to minimize your TV time, minimize the child's TV and game time at home, and thereby reducing the screen time to make sure that this compensates for the educational screen time for your child. We solicit your cooperation. We are sure that you will cooperate with us and make this learning experience a very fruitful one for our dear lovely kids. In the past few weeks, the academic team at Aspinutan Academy has fielded multiple questions about the ways to engage students and leverage online tools. How can we facilitate remote learning? What strategies and technologies or tools can the teacher use, which can influence teachers to take their traditional classes online? What about the pre-primary kids education? And above all, the biggest question that we faced was, what about the families without technology? After a lot of brainstorming, we categorically have blended both asynchronous and synchronous learning. By asynchronous, we mean self-paced learning, where teaching modules, worksheets will be posted online. And if a student is not able to partake virtual teaching owing to lack of device, poor connectivity, etc., he or she would still be able to access the tutorial and can learn at his or her own pace. By synchronous, we mean real-time learning, more engaging, more interactive, which allows students for instant feedback and doubt clarification. This, however, requires a good device and a strong internet connection. We will be hosting the online real-time teaching through Google Classroom. The stepwise procedure to access Google Classroom is already shared with all of you via a circular dated 29th May 2020. And a video module on how to access Google Classroom also has been uploaded on your school YouTube channel. The detailed procedure has been conveyed to you via a circular, and we have also uploaded a module. I'm sure the module is self-explanatory. You can always pause the module, go back, check how to go about, and download Google Classroom. The school has already sent you the details of the Google Classroom. You have been sent invite on your Gmail ID created by school in your student's UID number. And I'm sure most of you have been connected through Google Classroom by now. The hybrid module designed by the school will enable you flexibility between the online sessions and recorded modules. The online session will enable the student to connect with the school, connect with their teachers, with their classmates. Now this will help the child in transition, smooth transition between the online mode to physical classrooms in the near future. Also, to remind you that a long-term disconnect with the learning process will only make it more grim and exigent in times to bring back the children to formal education. It will become very difficult for children to come back after months of being away from the school. To bridge in this gap, to bridge in this disconnect, we have come up with this online education. A quick and brief review of the online sessions will be conducted in school after it is reopened. Quick review of the online sessions will be conducted, and if required, the vacations will also be curtailed. Kindly note that not everything is going to be online. We will try to make arrangements to ensure that the children are provided with books, worksheets, which will ensure offline learning too. We are also aware that not everyone will have access to printer, and hence the printing job will also be offloaded from the parents' shoulders as far as possible. As we collaborate together for the well-being of our children during this new normal, parents will be taking the role of para-educators, educators at home. Children, we need your assistance, dear parents, during these sessions. So check the gadget, keep writing tools and materials ready, start the class for every child on time, check for the correct, perfect posture for the child, check updates regularly. We do appreciate your concerns that your children are young and they do not sit in one place for a very long time. They do get easily distracted or may find it difficult to connect to online sessions initially. Therefore, if you feel that your kid is feeling fatigued, she can take a break from the online learning. To ensure that such children are not put to a disadvantage, we have worked out another medium to educate. A video module session of the ELP, that is English Language Program, math, thematic concepts, story, music, aerobics will also be posted in the classwork section of the Easy Access. Now these videos will cover the content taught and can be watched as per the kids' convenience. Now this decision has consciously been taken in the favor of the children. We want to tackle various other issues which may grapple in this process of online learning. We do comprehend that everyone may not have an access to laptop, smartphone or multiple devices at home. We understand once parents rejoin work, they may or may not be adults. They may or may not be adults to look around or supervise the same, or devices may not be available. Poor connectivity could also be an issue at times. Timings of sessions may overlap between siblings in the same section or across sections. Hence, in place of online learning, you can use these video modules for easy access as per your convenience and be in touch with what has been taught online. We request you to assist your child by providing him or her with a suitable learning space, back to the wall preferably, a laptop, notebook, tablet and a strong internet connection. Students can also join using mobile phones. that is a cell phone. Some more do's and don'ts pertaining to the online lesson has already been shared through a module separately with the children, and we will be also reiterating the same during an orientation, class orientation with the parents. Now, video links for the references, teaching modules, home enrichment sheets, etc. will be posted in the classwork section of Google Classroom. Parents will be receiving an email notification for the same. Video links for reference, teaching modules, home enrichment activities, etc. They will be posted in the classwork section of classrooms as we have explained you. Now, parents will receive an email notification for these. However, besides this also, a LMS sheet, that is the learning management sheet for the following week, will be streamed through the classwork section every weekend. This will enable the parent to know the weekly plan, including the materials that will be required for the live modules for the following week. Students are expected to be in the class 5 minutes before the stipulated time. Teachers will be entering the class according to the timetable. The students are expected to leave the class immediately after the session is over. The classroom will be locked till the next morning. During the course of the virtual class, students are expected to keep the videos off and the mic feature turned off unless asked to otherwise. Any interference by the parent in the course of teaching will not be appreciated. During the course of the virtual class, you will keep your videos off and you will refrain from recording these teaching sessions. Inviting tuition teachers to attend these teaching sessions is also very strictly prohibited. No trespassers allowed, please. Any non-compliance in this regard will be strictly dealt with. We require your complete cooperation and discipline here. There is no rule book on online teaching manual to guide us. We do foresee challenges both for us as well as our students, but we will try our best to attain perfection. Hence, the schedule that has been shared is also subject to change as and when the school desires or deems it fit. Changes made will be definitely conveyed to you. A team of HRD specialists look into the needs of differently abled students. We will keep our channels open for these students to seek help for any difficulties they are facing. They cannot connect with counselors and their respective teachers today in this lockdown, but definitely through a medium of email or phone call, the counselors will reach out to them and render any sort of academic assistance as required by these lovely little students of ours. Online counseling and remedial sessions will continue even during the lockdown period. This pandemic has created a lot of anxiety and unrest amongst us all. Not only have our teachers been working and toiling hard throughout their vacations, but our counseling department has also been available for any parent who has approached them for counseling. Even now, during the lockdown, feel free to contact us. Feel free to connect with us through an email to resolve any kind of emotional issue for any remedial sessions as well. We are always available to help out. Parents, I must admit that transitioning from classroom teaching to virtual teaching in such a short span of time is not easy. We have sailed through rough waters to make a smooth sail for our students. The month of May has been very well utilized for intensive training for our faculty members despite our varied challenges. We are thankful to them for their wholehearted support. While on teachers, as I am also one of them, I would like to say that we love our work and we love our students, and we are grateful for the privilege of being a teacher. And we also know too very well how quickly this world can shift, how we as a country seem to only operate in one of the two dangerous, harmful extremes when it comes to teachers. Now we seem to swing between the narratives of teachers are heroes and then teachers are not doing enough and we demand more. Dear parents, we will strive out to give your child the best. Classroom to online has not been very easy for us. Do bear with us if we falter initially. We are venturing into unknown waters and can only be hopeful that it will be a smooth journey. We solicit your blessings, your help, your support, your cooperation, and we are sure you will stand with us in these difficult times. The school office will remain closed during the lockdown period. However, we are all working from home. E-portal will be the medium for communication. The phone numbers are working. The email IDs are working. The payment of fees for June onwards can be easily done through online payment mode. One can reach us through the mediums given above. Through these channels, you can communicate with us, and we promise you, we assure you that we will resolve your issues. Dear parents, the past 3 months have been very challenging for us. Not only were we working for home, but we were working from home. But challenges and facing challenges has always been a welcoming thing for Aspi Nutan Academy. Let's all be optimistic during these trying times. It's important that we keep ourselves away from all the negative thoughts and visuals which we are bombarded day in and day out through the news channels and social media. Let us not allow our fears to percolate to our dear children. Let us look ahead with confidence and ensure that our children will continue with their education despite all the odds. The fact of the matter is, online education and technology have always been the future of education. We believe that in the next 5 years, most of it, if not most of the students in our country will have a laptop or a tablet as a part of their school essentials. The academy has always been technologically driven and advanced, and this is just another step forward for us as we prepare ourselves to face the 21st century. Remember that the only difference between a good day and a bad day is your attitude. So let's have a positive attitude towards learning and take this together as a team in the best interest of our child. Thank you very much. Stay home, stay safe. God bless. We pray to Almighty that we meet soon in Aspi Nutan Academy. Thank you very much.